Correct. Maybe people might live here without really knowing what e-waste is all about. From your own definition, what is e-waste?
E-waste is any unused, I will not say any obsolete, is any unused electronic item. Because when you put it in your storage, eventually it will become obsolete. By this I mean, if you keep your phone and it is 80% charged because you bought a new one, probably after 1 year when you try to switch it on and charge it, it may not work. So it becomes e-waste, but you can repurpose it. For instance, I gave an example when I did speak at the opening speech that is good when you are buying something, you rethink. If you don't want to keep it, you can give it to somebody else so that we can reduce the amount of e-waste.
So what was your first phone?
My first phone was ilikuwa tunaita sabuni, Motorola startup. Yes, that was in the year 2001.
The ones that don't have can't actually remove the sound out of it. It had throughout the vibration mode at it.
Actually, don't scare me because when the vibrating phone came, the phones which were vibrating came, and I was lucky to have one. I forgot that it vibrates. So when it rang, niliruka juu sana. I thought something had gone into my pocket, you know? And then it was a little bit small. The first one was very big. You used to put it here. So the small one that vibrates, you put it in your pocket. You are either in a matatu or in a social place, and you forget and somebody calls you. And then you jump.
So how many phones have you had so far?
Probably 20.
Now for a person really in e-waste,
Yes.
what have you been doing with all those 20 phones?
Normally what I do, I don't come from a privileged family, so whenever I upgrade, I give either a sibling or a friend. I never sell my phones, and if it is totally unrepairable, I recycle it.
Perfect. So you've talked about phones.
Yes.
The gentleman next to you actually repurposed e-waste to actually create a robot.
Yes.
Or a spider. So Timothy, tell us all about your product that you came up with.
Okay. I'm part of Squadra 1 and we went into this campaign of enlightening people on e-waste. So one of the projects which I came up with, at home we had this old phone, you know, the ones used in offices, the CDMA phone. It was very old. Actually, it's phased out. It's not in use at the moment. So I was given that phone to see if there's anything I can do with it, and I picked out the batteries from the phone, and when checking online, I saw some ideas on how I can make a robot out of a robot powered by the rechargeable battery. And I went and bought some few items. I assembled them together, and I came up with the robot. I actually have it here.
I think a demonstration might be in order so that everybody can understand what you're talking about. So actually,
here are the batteries. Let me explain it first. Okay, here are the batteries. These two are batteries. This is the controller board. I had tested it at first, and I noticed that when I use one battery to power the board and the motors, it sometimes goes off. The motors consume a lot of power and it goes off. So I used 2 batteries. So now I've recycled 2 batteries. And these are the motors I used for the legs. This is the board.
So you can come and see if you want to cut up closer.
So actually,
But you can move forward, guys. Now that they're just move forward and see.
Yes, so I put the motors together. They are not the ordinary motors. They are called servo motors, which they don't spin round. You set, using the board, you set the degrees you want the motor to turn. So it turns according to the degrees you set the motor to turn. So according to the pattern which the motor turns, that's what determines the direction the robot is moving. So you can control it to either go forward or backward. I know it can turn, but I've not yet configured it to turn. So those are the things I assembled, and yeah, this is the final product. It's a robot. So this is one example that shows you that you can actually use the e-waste that is considered obsolete to make something that you can use.
so we actually want to see the product.
Okay, you want to see it work? Let me check if it will.